Did you know the South China Sea is turning into one of the world's most dangerous flashpoints in 2024? Tensions between China and the Philippines are hotter than ever. We're talking water cannons, diplomatic showdowns, the whole 9 yards. It's absolutely insane what's happening out there, and it feels like it could blow up any second. But here's the shocking part. Several countries actually back China in this escalating maritime dispute. You heard me right. While many nations are calling for peace and international law, a surprising number are throwing their weight behind Beijing. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and watch till the end. Kicking off our list, we've got Serbia. Their support for China's global policies, including the South China Sea, is incredibly strong. It's about a deep, calculated alignment that benefits both nations. This isn't just a casual nod, it's full-blown diplomatic backing, rooted in political solidarity and massive economic ties. Serbian President Vučić called China Serbia's most sincere friend. Coming in at number 9 is Myanmar. Now, this country is dealing with a ton of internal chaos and a military junta in power. But despite all that, or maybe because of it, Myanmar consistently stands with China. This support absolutely extends to backing Beijing's controversial claims in the South China Sea, often putting them at odds with fellow ASEAN members like the Philippines. It's a complicated situation, but China's influence here is undeniable and incredibly powerful. The junta needs friends, and China is more than willing to be that friend, for a price, of course. So, how does this alliance work? China provides crucial diplomatic support for Myanmar's military junta on the international stage, shielding them from widespread condemnation and sanctions. In return for this diplomatic cover and a steady stream of weapons and massive infrastructure projects, Myanmar offers its loyalty. This means that when it comes to the South China Sea, Myanmar has been very careful not to publicly challenge China's aggressive stance or its 9-dash line. Number 8 on our list is Laos. This small, landlocked Southeast Asian nation might seem like an unlikely player in major global power games, especially maritime ones. You'd think they'd be focused on their own immediate neighborhood. But when it comes to China, its giant neighbor to the north, Laos is firmly and perhaps a little too comfortably in Beijing's camp. This unwavering support includes backing China's extensive territorial claims in the South China Sea, effectively aligning its foreign policy with its biggest investor and creditor, often at the expense of regional solidarity with countries like the Philippines. The core reason for Laos's pro-China stance is simple. It's heavily, and I mean heavily, indebted to China. Through Beijing's massive Belt and Road Initiative, BRI, China has financed and constructed enormous infrastructure projects in Laos, including major rail lines, like the Laos-China Railway, and controversial dams. While these projects bring some development, they've also drawn Laos incredibly deep into China's economic orbit, creating a dangerous level of dependency. In 2024, international experts and economists are ringing alarm bells, saying Laos is one of the most financially vulnerable and dependent countries on China in the entire Southeast Asian region. All right, at number 7, we have Cambodia. And let me tell you, Cambodia isn't just a quiet supporter of China. It's arguably China's strongest and most vocal ally in all of Southeast Asia. When it comes to the South China Sea dispute, Cambodia has consistently been one of the loudest voices backing China's position, often directly undermining efforts by the Philippines and other ASEAN nations to form a united front. This isn't accidental. It's a deliberate policy driven by an incredibly deep and multifaceted relationship with Beijing. You could almost call them China's diplomatic attack dog in the region. So, why is Cambodia so fiercely pro-China? The answer, as you might expect, involves staggering amounts of Chinese investment and aid. We're talking billions upon billions of dollars flowing into Cambodian infrastructure, roads, bridges, ports, and even entire cities like Sihanoukville, which has been dramatically transformed, some say overwhelmed, by Chinese funding and influence. This financial lifeline has made Cambodia deeply dependent on Beijing's goodwill, and in return, Phnom Penh enthusiastically supports China's regional strategies and geopolitical ambitions, no questions asked. This unwavering support has had tangible consequences for regional diplomacy. Now for number 6, we're heading to Zimbabwe. Zimbabwe supports China's stance on many issues, including the South China Sea. This alliance is based on economic dependence and shared resistance to Western pressure. China invests heavily in Zimbabwe's mining sector. With Western sanctions, China is a vital economic partner for Zimbabwe. It's a clear "you support us, we support you" dynamic. At number 5, we have Iran, a country whose alliance with China is growing incredibly fast and is far more strategic and impactful than many people realize. When it comes to the South China Sea, Iran strongly backs China's core argument that outsiders, particularly the United States and its allies, which definitely includes the Philippines, should stay out of Asia's maritime disputes. This isn't just a casual agreement, it's part of a much larger strategic alignment aimed at reshaping global power dynamics. Iran sees China as a key partner in challenging the US-led international order. Iran's support for China isn't just diplomatic. It's deeply rooted in burgeoning economic and strategic cooperation. In 2021, these two nations, both facing significant Western pressure, signed a landmark 25-year cooperation agreement reportedly worth a staggering $400 billion. This deal covers everything from oil and gas to infrastructure, telecommunications, and even military collaboration. An agreement of this magnitude naturally makes Iran much more likely to align its foreign policy with Beijing on critical international disputes, including those in the South China Sea. Money talks, and $400 billion screams. Sliding into number 4 is Nicaragua, a Central American nation that made a dramatic foreign policy shift in recent years. In December 2021, Nicaragua made headlines by cutting diplomatic ties with Taiwan and officially recognizing and embracing the People's Republic of China. This single move fundamentally reshaped its international allegiances and, unsurprisingly, has led to Nicaragua consistently supporting China's territorial claims, including its controversial stance in the South China Sea dispute with the Philippines. It was a clear signal. Nicaragua was open for Chinese business and political alignment. Since this diplomatic switch, Nicaragua, under the leadership of President Daniel Ortega, has become a vocal supporter of China on the global stage. Throughout 2023 and into 2024, Nicaraguan officials have repeatedly voiced strong support for China's sovereignty and territorial integrity, and have been quick to criticize what they call foreign intervention in Asian disputes. This language, of course, directly mirrors China's official narrative and talking points regarding the South China Sea, effectively blaming countries like the Philippines and its partners for escalating tensions. This public display of loyalty hasn't gone unrewarded. At number 3, we have North Korea, a country that rarely makes noise on international disputes unless directly involved. Pyongyang supports China without hesitation, especially in the South China Sea. As China's loyal ally, North Korea sides with Beijing in all regional disputes. North Korea echoes China's narrative, opposing foreign intervention. Pyongyang never criticizes China's military actions. Instead, it blames the US and its allies for raising tensions. North Korea's unwavering support stems from its dependence on China. Coming in hot at number 2 is Pakistan. Did you know that Pakistan is often referred to as China's iron brother? This isn't just a catchy phrase, it signifies an incredibly deep, all-weather friendship and strategic partnership. Pakistan supports Beijing's stance in the South China Sea disputes. Pakistan frequently backs China in crucial international forums. A huge part of the answer lies in the massive China-Pakistan Economic Corridor, or CPEC. The country most significantly backing China in the South China Sea dispute is Russia. In 2024, Russia and China form a formidable strategic partnership, often described as a no-limits friendship. United by their shared opposition to Western, particularly US global influence, Russia backs China's stance diplomatically, militarily, and ideologically. Both nations share a vision of a multipolar world order. So there you have it, the top 10 countries backing China in the South China Sea dispute against the Philippines. Were you shocked by any of the names on this list? From Serbia in Europe to Nicaragua in Central America, and powerful players like Russia, it's clear that China has cultivated a diverse network of support. The situation in the South China Sea is incredibly tense, and understanding who stands with whom is crucial. Did we miss any countries? Let me know in the comments below. Please smash that like button, subscribe to Planet Report for more geopolitical breakdowns, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss our next video. Stay curious, stay informed, and we'll see you in the next one.